Hi friends, it's me, Laura from Cool Mom and Collected, and I am so excited to be back on this channel. If you guys don't know me or you're new to this channel, my name is Laura. I live in an RV with my husband and my 3 children, a 4-year-old, 2-year-old, and a 1-year-old. And if you can't tell by the title already, with one on the way. I am expecting my 4th child. I feel like when you hit the number of children that you grew up with, it just gets really surreal and crazy, and that's how it feels. I remember speaking with my husband when we were kind of like meeting, dating, and we were just talking about how many kids we wanted, and we both wanted large families, and 4 for me wasn't the end cutoff, but it was just like, I would love to get to 4 because I feel like I had such a great childhood. So we're going to be talking all things my pregnancy in the first trimester, and I'm answering some of the questions you guys gave, as well as giving you an idea of what I'd like to do with this channel moving forward. If you guys want to see more, just make sure that you like this video, subscribe, and follow along for weekly new uploaded videos. Let's get into it. I wrote down some facts. Firstly, I am 16 weeks in 2 days, so I am almost 4 months. I'm in my 2nd trimester, and I am due April 19th. The first trimester was crazy. I'm that person that doesn't like to take naps. Like, don't tell me to take a nap. It kind of annoys me. Like, I don't want a nap. I don't know if it's like something from my childhood, like mommy telling me to nap. I don't know. All I did was nap my first trimester, and I feel like I kind of felt bad and guilty at one point, because I feel like all the spare time my kids had, I kind of just like put them on my bed, gave them something to eat, gave them something to do, gave them something to watch, and I just slept. I feel like sleeping was the only way that I could get like away from the nausea. Otherwise, I was just nauseous all day long. Never puked, no satisfaction, just all throughout the day, feeling completely nauseous. So yeah, I was very, very nauseous my first trimester. I also had really bad onion BO. I just had really bad BO. Like, I normally don't wear deodorant. I don't have to. But first trimester pregnancy, it was bad. It's not anymore, but onion BO to the max. Like, you might have been like, who's chopping onions? And I'd be like, me. It was crazy. This is actually my 5th pregnancy because I did miscarry my first child, but the father walked me through, thank him. I definitely bloated way, way, way sooner in this pregnancy. Like, bloated the most I've ever bloated. It was actually kind of embarrassing because, like, the day I found out I was pregnant, my grandpa came over, who I love, and I was holding my 10-month-old at the time, or maybe a 9-month-old, and he was like, "Is that a baby belly I see there?" And I was like, "Oh, no, that's just my drawstring. That's just a drawstring of my pants. No, it's not a baby belly." And he was probably like, oh, sorry, okay, no, I thought maybe you had a baby belly. I felt so bad. I was like, note to self, tell Gramps he was right. It was a baby. I got some wicked acne going on. Cystic, even, I'd say, and it's only around this side of my... So you guys know, living in an RV, you can pretty much hear when anything hits the roof, and there's like chestnut trees or black walnut trees like outside, and anytime something falls, you're literally like, did a tree just fall on my trailer? It's like really hardcore. So you're gonna be hearing it during this video, I'm sure. They're just slamming down because it's actually probably gonna storm outside. I've had cystic acne probably all throughout college. Fun times. Especially now, it's just like, come on, dude. I'm in my 30s, early 30s. I'm over the acne. Like, do you really have to be here right now? But it is what it is. It was actually really funny. Here's just a side story. Next, I want to share with you guys how I found out, which it's pretty like, because I found out when my husband was away on work for 2 weeks. So I couldn't see my husband for 2 weeks. I was with family, but I was solo momming. And I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was saying that she was pregnant. And I was like, oh my word, congratulations. She's like, yeah, I kept wondering to myself, imagine if Laura was pregnant. I didn't want to steal her thunder, but I was like, yikes, I haven't got my period in like over a week. So I told her. She's like, what? you gotta take a test. So I legit got a test the next day. It's actually really funny because when the test started like going, you know how like you're supposed to see 2 lines? Well, I was such a doofus, even though this is like my 5th pregnancy, because this line showed up first and I was waiting to see if this line would show up. But the funny thing is the line that showed up first was the line that was telling me I was pregnant. So I was just like nervously pacing the floor, waiting to see if there'd be a line when I was already pregnant. Do you get it? It was crazy. I have a video clip. I'm sure you guys just saw it. I'm like, come on, Laura, get with the program. This is baby number 4 now. My husband needs to know with me first. And I called him, couldn't tell him. It was pretty rough. And yeah, then when I saw him, you know, I was able to tell him, and it was really sweet. It was really sweet and special. Issues that I've been having so far in this pregnancy, I'm sad to say that I actually have like enough to fill this topic, but my teeth have been jank. My teeth have been so bad, and I have bad teeth in general, but I found out that I had a cavity. If I didn't take care of it, it would turn into a root canal. And then I found out I had 2 root canals next to that needed. One of them would have been a retreat, which means I've already had a root canal there. As you can see, I was a little ticked. I'd rather give unmedicated birth like I've done than get any issue with my teeth. So that just shows you how I feel about that. And I'm dealing with it now. Let me just tell you, it is not pretty. Another thing, this is kind of personal. I kind of debated, should I say this, but maybe some of you are going through this too. GBS, not a fun thing. It's a bacteria that can be present in all women at any given time. If you have it one day, doesn't mean you're going to have it another day. Doesn't mean you're going to have it during birth. Once they find out you have it, kind of like try to push you in the direction of getting antibiotics once you go into labor or once your water breaks. I've had GBS with all 3 of my kids, and thankfully my water did not break until I was pushing, so I never required any antibiotics, and I was really thankful for that. However, I took my urine test and already found that I'm GBS positive, which is really disappointing. And I also found out that I had a UTI, which is not great. I did get myself retested for urine culture. If it fails and I still have the UTI, then I really need to think about whether I'm going to get the antibiotics, because you don't want to play around, I'm sure, with that stuff. But you know, I like to be informed, so we're gonna do our homework and we're gonna make the best informed decision. It looks like I got some questions for you guys, so I would love to answer them. The first question was planned or surprise. The only pregnancy that we have ever planned was our first pregnancy that we miscarried. And there is a story behind that that I'll probably share in another video. But since then, we have not planned any of our pregnancies, and each one has been a surprise whenever it happens, but not like a surprise like, what? I had no idea. But what was that voice? But more of a surprise like, wow, praise the Father. Like, He's gifted us with another child. So if you want to see a video maybe more into my story with that, I would really love to share it with you guys. I guess it's kind of just like my miscarriage story and what it taught me and how it changed the way that we approached pregnancies. Next question, do you have space in your RV for your newborn? Now this is a great question because, I mean, it's a fair question. This place is extremely tiny. I have an RV tour if you want to check out. We have a 3170BH, Grand Design Imagine, and you can check out the tour and see what it's all about. We also have a renovation that we did in case you want to see what we've done to it. Obviously, this room has not been renovated. We are trying to upgrade to a fifth wheel. We are in a travel trailer right now. A fifth wheel would be much more ideal for many reasons I can explain in another video. But technically, if we did not get a fifth wheel by the time the baby was born, thank the Father, we would be good. The reason for that is our 4-year-old, 2-year-old, and 1-year-old all share a room. They sleep great. They sleep through the night. They're awesome. And my 1-year-old, when he was just born, actually slept right here next to Mama for about 8 months. It was awesome. And a little bit overextended. A little longer than I would have liked. Which, by the way, speaking of baby, there she is. Okay, I said she, but I literally have no idea if it's a boy or a girl. The next question is gender. So yeah, we don't know if it's a boy or a girl. And honestly, we will not find out until the 20-week anatomy scan. That's usually when we find out if it's a boy or a girl. So we kind of have this like fun excitement of like, what is it for 20 weeks? And then once 20 weeks comes, we do a fun family reveal, just our intimate, tiny little family. And then, yeah, like the secret's out. We send pictures to everyone, and it's just a really fun time. What makes you keep it on the down low? We kind of start with like parents and siblings, and then we go into extended family, and then we go into really close friends, and then we go into social media, probably around like 14 weeks. And the reason that I do that is just because, one, I want to hear a heartbeat. Two, I want to have an ultrasound. And three, I want to get my blood work back and just kind of like mentally know what to expect before I share with others. And maybe I'm a little cautious because of my miscarriage, but honestly, I just like to keep things to myself. I find it very like special to keep things intimate. And so even my husband and I don't usually share with anyone until, the 3rd month. It's just kind of like our thing of what we like to do. Baby names. My husband and I, we just do not have good luck with baby names. First son, we named him the day we were about to leave the hospital. So it took like a whole day and a half. Big whoop, right? Some people were like, ouch! Oh, that hurt. Okay, gentle. I need to get to know this baby. So we really enjoy getting to see the baby, getting to see the personality. And so, my first son was just really hard to figure out baby names. Boy names are hard. Boy names are really hard. Oh, if I have another boy, I just don't know what I'm going to name him. But then my daughter, the second I saw her, I knew what she was. And that was really special. The second I saw her, we had 2 names, and it wasn't even the name I thought. And I knew that was her. And she just looked like the name that we chose. And then our 3rd son, literally, this is like shameful. We had to leave the hospital, and he was just like baby last name. And then we had to come back. And that was really, I kind of feel bad about that. That was like awkward. Like I would never want to do that again. If we have a girl, we'll probably have more luck with names than if it's a boy, because why are boy names so hard? Cravings, last question. Cravings that I've had, and I know they're cravings because I know it's a craving. It's not a usual thing I want, is sour cream and onion chips. It sounds so good right now. That's pretty much it. If there's any more questions that you want to know, definitely put them down below. I'll either make a new video or I'll answer those questions in the comments. And then guys, just moving forward, I just want to say I am so excited for this channel, and honestly, being on this channel is a very like vulnerable thing for me, because although I love people, something about YouTube sometimes just freaks me out. I have a lot of stuff that I want to talk to you guys about. My faith, homemaking, motherhood, homeschooling. I mean, if any of these topics, marriage, sound good to you guys, definitely let me know. I think this channel is gonna kind of be organic, and whatever I'm dealing with, whatever I'm kind of going through or learning is something that I'm gonna want to share with you guys. So if you're interested in that, it's not just gonna be my pregnancy journey. It'll be a lot more. I hope that you guys subscribe, and yeah, thanks so much for like watching and for being here, and I'm just excited to see you guys in my next video. So I will see you in my next video. Bye. Wait, you guys need to see a belly shot. I don't like when I don't get to see the belly. I think that's a pretty good. I should do it like that so you could really see. So that's that. I'll go like this. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this. Might be a little weird, but that's my belly. And that's the front. So yeah, guys, this is a crazy ride. We're excited.